Beautiful. That was great.
Thank you.
Very powerful. You know, Delbert McClinton got a hold of your CD, took you on tour with him, and then you ended up doing tour dates with the Indigo Girls, Cyndi Lauper, the B-52s, Joe Cocker, Jerry Lee Lewis. Man, fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great. Any highlights, any of those people that you really wanted to meet and that they just really charmed the pants off of you?
You know, I think, I think that's really been the most wonderful part about playing is all these great people that I've met. And, I mean, Jerry Lee is amazing, right? So there's not much to say other than you play with Jerry Lee Lewis, and you think it can't get much better than that, but there's a lot of great people out there. And I was very lucky to open for Coco Taylor on her last show in New York. And, you know, I think those, you know, when you play with somebody like that who's been at it so long and has such an incredible history and, you know, is just, you know, all those kind of old soul singers, gospel singers I love. And and I grew up listening to her. And so I was really, that was a real thrill for me. And she died soon thereafter, so it was a treat.
You wrote this song in 2008 called Home, and it was just, you know, another song for you, but after you wrote it, some things started to happen with that song. And kind of tell folks about the song itself and then how it escalated into
I wrote Home. It actually was in reaction to a visit that I had done with a group called We Are Family in Washington, and We Are Family is an amazing nonprofit that serves primarily the homebound elderly. And so on National Service Day, my family and I went around and we were visiting these older people, and we weren't playing. I was just talking to them and visiting, and they asked me what I did, as they asked everyone, and I said I'm a singer, and they said, oh, please come and play for us. And I thought, you know, this is an easy thing for me to do. It's and, you know, hopefully you can kind of create a happy atmosphere for people who spend a lot of their time by themselves. And so I came up, I was finishing my last record, which came out in 2010, called The Way Home, and I was trying to figure out how to put the tour together, whether I wanted to do a traditional tour or not. And so my idea was to do what is now called the Home Tour, and we wanted to play all different places in America that people call home. And my only sort of criteria for deciding where we would play is it would be in coordination with organizations that provide shelter for people in need. So it was a pretty broad range of places. And so my original idea was we would play all these different places as part of our regular club tour. And I got so many requests, and I was so interested in doing it that we ended up doing a 7-week tour, and only 10 of those dates were in clubs. Most of them were we opened our tour at Angola Prison in Louisiana. Wow. And
inside the prison itself?
We did, yeah. We played for 400 inmates. And you'll appreciate this. I'm sure you know that Angola has a radio station, and so they came up to us beforehand and they said, we have great news, the radio show's here, and we're going to feed it out to everyone at Angola. And you know, Angola was a tough place to start but there are a lot of people who spend most of their lives there, and we were really happy to be there. And we opened there, and then we closed the tour at a place called Heart of Mercy in Chicago, which serves severely disabled children and adults, and played for 250 people there. And that, I think, it was just so chaotic and so amazing, that show, that I said it was probably my most punk rock show to date. But we played everywhere. We played in Houston, Alan
LA.
Hill and we played in LA, but Alan Hill and his wife gave us a lot of help in Houston, putting us together with the Houston Area Women's Center. Did an amazing show with them. And in LA, we played at the Skid Row Housing Trust, which provides housing for formerly homeless people. And the best part of the show, the home tour shows, really were that we had all residents from all of these different organizations sit in with us. And, you know, it wasn't a talent contest. It was really just who wanted to get up and play. And there were a couple of amazing old soul singers who got up in LA in kind of their white shoes and doing their moves. And I remember after one guy played, I said to the band, we need to step it up. These guys are great. So the home tour has kind of become a real mission for me, and we've expanded it this year and changed the structure a little bit. We're going to be doing two-week tours in 6 different cities, and LA is our first stop in December, so we'll be there doing 14 straight shows.
Very nice.
Yeah.
We've got Mary McBride live in the KPFT studio. She is playing the Discovery Green concert series tonight, absolutely free, and it starts at 6 30, and she'll be opening up for Mr. Dale Watson. You know, you being in the doing stuff for nonprofits and stuff runs in the family. Your mom worked for nonprofits for a long time and still does. As a matter of fact, she is in Bali right now.
Yeah, my mother worked for many years. She started as an intern at Common Cause and left there after she was president, and she was there for over 20 years. And she and my stepfather, after that, moved to Southeast China. They were doing some work for the Nature Conservancy, and now they live in Bali, and she runs a wonderful program called Photo Voices, which is a charity project in Bali.
Okay, and your father was a lobbyist for nonprofits as well.
Yeah, my dad does a lot of nonprofit work and work in technology, and still does some lobbying. But I think I was definitely raised to be a nonprofiteer, for sure.
And you also have a stepbrother who's an environmentalist.
Yes.
And he just happens to be the actor Ed Norton.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah. And I think he'd love that you describe him as an environmentalist first. So that's great.
Right. Just let him know that I was talking about him.
Yeah.
The way he needs to be talked about.
Yeah.
We've got Mary McBride in the studio. You guys are going to sing another one for us?
Yeah.
Getting ready to enticing people to come out tonight to the Discovery Green Concert Series. It's absolutely free. St. Arnold's will be out there as well. You'll have to pay for that, but hey, doesn't get much better than that.
Great. This is home. I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about too much too soon. I've been thinking about knowing when it might be time to let you in. Sometimes you feel like a stranger. Right now you feel like home. I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about weeks gone by. Can't believe that I can't pretend. Will I touch down again? Sometimes you feel like a stranger. Right now you feel like home. I've been thinking about you. How you said, please give it time. Maybe it is still too soon, but now I'm on your side. Sometimes you feel like a stranger. Right now you feel like home. Right now you feel like home. Right now you feel like home.
Beautiful. Mary McBride live in the KPFT studios. Opening for Dale Watson tonight at the Discovery Green Concert Series. It's absolutely free. I just want to put this out there for Dale Watson. Dale, you better be in fine form if you're going to be playing after Mary McBride tonight, because it's going to be a great show.